This is Josiah Plays Dark Sun Shattered Lands. Our ragtag band of ex-gladiators has reached the ex-slave village of Teketzel, and everybody in town has been telling us to go and speak with the council here in this building, so we're going to do so.
You see, the visionary was right. Here are the ones who will fulfill the prophecy. Teketzel will survive. Greetings, heroes. I am Chal, leader of Teketzel. We've been waiting for you.
They've been waiting for us. I'm Sekaruna.
I'm honored, Sekaruna. Now we have names to match the pictures that the visionary drew.
What are you talking about?
The visionary's prophecy. Teketzel is doomed, but you!
So, what we've learned so far is that Draj is massing a huge army, and that they plan to go out into all of the surrounding lands and destroy all of the little settlements and slave villages and various groups of people that are living out in the wastes near them for whatever reason. And that basically everybody's fucked. Then we met the Visionary, who's a crazy little halfling who sounds kind of like a televangelist, who pretty much just spewed nonsense at us. So I think they think we're some kind of prophesied heroes here to save them.
What our noble leader means to say is that a prophecy of doom is on Teketzel. You fit the prophecy's description.
You are the heroes who will save Teketzel, just like the visionary said.
Tell me about this prophecy.
The visionary can better tell you his prophecies.
Yeah, we talked to him. He spewed nonsense.
What's important is that an army will soon destroy Teketzel and all the desert villages. He says the ruin will stretch from the Silt Sea to beyond the Badlands.
Where does the army come from? It's kind of a dumb question at this point, but each time he has to call the council to order.
The visionary didn't say exactly. I suppose the army will come from Draj.
Draj is the only place able to field an army as big as the visionary describes, but I've heard nothing to indicate war.
I don't trust this guy because he's got an eye patch. Who are you?
I am Querin, Chief Lieutenant here in Teketzel.
Anybody who's a lieutenant and has an eye patch, not to be trusted. Why do you keep interrupting Chal?
Not everyone in the village shares Chal's beliefs, even though he is our leader. I merely voice the concerns of those who disagree.
Caravans of weapons have already gone to Draj. War preparations are going on right now.
Teketzel? Like tea kettle. Good one, Tim. How long until this happens?
The visionary is unsure, but it can't be far off.
Why do you believe the prophecy?
His predictions are always true, and now you are here. There can be no doubt.
Not all of us believe. I say Teketzel would do better to take care of its own concerns, instead of worrying about the world.
If the world falls about our ears, do you think we can survive?
Tell me about the visionary.
We found him in the desert, tortured by his visions and half-crazed from sunstroke.
Alright, so when did he become the other half-crazed?
After he regained his health, he went into a trance and revealed his prophecy.
Who is the visionary?
No one knows exactly, not even the visionary. The sun, or his visions, burned away much of his memory.
That's convenient. Where do I find the visionary? I already know, but...
The visionary's house is just northeast of the front gate.
And what do you want me to do?
We can't fight Draj alone. Our only hope is to join the other ex-gladiator villages. You must convince those villages to join us.
Unite the clans. Okay. Why do you think an alliance will work?
We don't have a choice. The villages are easy prey to Draj by themselves. The visionary also says a great uprising from the desert will defeat the army.
Others of us, though, believe it is better to be independent and able to move quickly.
Move quickly, yes, but move to make this alliance and prepare for war.
Where are these villages?
We don't know. Villages mostly keep to themselves. Perhaps you could try too closer to Draj.
What? I will help you. 1,500 experience points just for saying you'll help. I like in this game quests. You give quest awards before you've even done a quest. Just for like saying you'll do a thing, you get XP.
Excellent. This is the best news we've had in a long time. Make sure you visit the Visionary. He will give you an aid to your mission. You will also find gifts in your house. The second one to the southeast.
They just straight up give us a house, y'all. Straight up give us a house. It is I, your great heroes. Where's my house? What help can you offer?
We will try to gather information about Draj's movements while you are gathering allies. And, of course, we will house and feed those you do make.
What should I do?
You must visit other villages and convince their leaders to ally with us. If you want to speak to me or my lieutenant privately, we'll be in the homes on either side of this meeting hall. The council will see to your needs and reward you when each alliance is sealed. Good luck!
Who's this guy? One second, guys. Right, sorry about that. Alright, so I like the fact that at this point the game is very open-ended, right? Like, I can go out into the desert and there's a bunch of different ways I can go. And I can explore a pretty large area in any order that I want, you know? So it's not, it's linear in the very beginning when you're going through the slave pens and the sewers and the Drajian fields, but once you get out into the wilderness, it becomes, you know, open world-ish. Like, I didn't even have to come to Teketzel first. I could have just not come to Teketzel until way later or something, and I've never actually done it that way, so I don't know what would happen if you went to the other villages first. I probably should have done that for science, but it's usually advantageous enough to come here first. Let's see who this chappie is. Council member. Wait. This isn't Chal. Chal just left, but he's got Chal's face. Doppelganger! Attack!
How can we help you?
Is there any news in the war?
Very little news reaches us, and the Visionary cannot see everything.
How long until Draj's army marches?
The Visionary's unsure, but it can't be far off.
Is there any news in the Alliance?
We've had no luck at all. If you cannot guard the allies for us, we're certainly doomed.
What are our chances of victory?
The Visionary says our chances are small. But with you seeking allies for us, I'm sure the odds will improve.
Tell me about Teketzel.
I'd be glad to.
What do you know about the Visionary?
We found him in the desert, tortured by his visions and half crazed from sunstroke. After he regained his health, he went into a trance and revealed his prophecy.
But who is the visionary? Alright, I think we've seen this exact... Alright. Tell me about Chal, your leader.
Chal founded Teketzel some years ago after escaping slavery in Nibene. His reputation for being tough, even by mule standards, keeps raiders at a distance. He is growing old, however.
Is Chal a good leader?
Yes, he's strong and has protected the village well. Perhaps he's not as intelligent as some would hope for, but he was smart enough to create this council to advise him.
What about the lieutenant? Tell me about him.
Quarren was a slave to bureaucrats in Draj until he cut a deal for his freedom.
See, cut a deal for his freedom? This guy's dodgy.
Bought it with his master's own money. Quarren's a canny one, and he did much to raise Teketzel out of poverty.
Would Quarren make a good leader?
Quarren's strength is in his mind, not his arm. Many are convinced that he can make Teketzel an outpost for caravans, which would make us rich. But only a strong hand can tame the dangers of the desert. If only Teketzel had someone as mighty as Chal and as crafty as Quarren. ...
Hey, I happen to have a 20 strength and a 20 intelligence. What's up? I'll be your leader. That actually sounds like a lot of work. Let's change the subject.
As you wish.
What should I do?
You must find another village and convince its leaders to ally with us.
Where are the other villages?
Oh, we don't know. Villages, Teketzel included, keep to themselves. Perhaps you could try to the south. Goodbye. Our thoughts will be with you.
Well, to the south is Draj. Leadership by attribute points. Yeah, 4 periods. That's an ellipsis with a period after it. Which is pretty intense. This person's gonna be exactly the same. Okay. Generic. Generic council member. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna talk to Chal personally. He's the one that has all these big giant things in his house, which suggests that he's killed giants. Giants are pretty tough in Athos. I mean, anything that has weapons that big, I feel like it would annihilate you. Unless you had some kind of special magic or something. Or a sling. Chal level 7.
What did you want to talk about, Sekaruna?
Do you think we can win the war?
We got a tough fight ahead of us, there's no denying it. But once you've made some allies, we'll be able to hold our own against Draj.
What's the Drajian army up to?
There's no troop movements that we've been seeing, but that'll change soon enough.
Well, I mean, I killed like 50 of their dudes just escaping. Honestly, considering how weak and easy those guards are to kill, I feel like I could kill most of their army by myself. Like, what would be our strategy against Draj?
We fight until the army is defeated, or until we're dead. The determination to fight and die is strategy enough. It'll make us stronger than any complicated
plans. Spoken like every great general ever. Plans? We don't need plans. As Sun Tzu wrote in The Art of War, just have determination and you're good. I want to talk about your village.
It's like other villages, I guess. Everyone here has felt the slave master's whip, and risk their lives to escape it.
Askell, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. How are you doing, Askell? Thanks for the sub. Thank you. The support is deeply appreciated. I actually just got my second ever payment from Twitch this month. $113. So, with the $125 I got earlier in the year, that means for the year of 2018, I got paid $238. Hashtag professional streamer. Yeah. Fat stacks. So, needless to say, I'm gonna buy myself a bunch of fancy stream. I'm gonna get one of those fucking chairs that every streamer has. Alright. How are the villagers doing?
The Visionary's prophecies worry them, but they'll come around as soon as you bring in some allies. They all would have died as slaves if they weren't good folk.
This guy has a very simplistic view of the world. What do you make of the Visionary?
I don't understand magic, and don't pretend to. All I know is that things he says come true.
Do you understand what the Visionary says?
My council spends a lot of time discussing the Visionary's words, but it's not so much what he says as what he sees. Our sight and his are not the same.
Is Quarren to be the next leader?
I'm not dead yet! When I am, the villagers can decide who will lead them. I guess I am old enough for people to be thinking about it, though, especially with a war threatening.
Would Quarren make a good leader?
The lieutenant's plenty smart, but I think he cares too much about himself. A leader has to be ready to make sacrifices for the good of the village.
Also, isn't he kind of short-sighted? Because he has an eye patch. I mean, certainly he knows how to keep his eye on the prize, but... Zathis, if you were 23, you'd be old enough for the council to think about a new leader, right? Who do you think should lead to Quetzal?
I don't know. I'd choose somebody like you, Sekaruda.
I just showed up in town, and he's always already like,
you seem like a good leader. The villagers need a leader they can count on to protect them.
Tell me about yourself.
There's nothing to tell. A mule's life is as dull as they come.
The scars on your face argue differently. Your charisma is persuasive enough to overcome Charles' reluctance to speak of himself. 200 experience points.
I guess I do have a few scars, but I didn't get them doing heroics or anything.
How did you get the scars on your face?
Crossing the Sea of Silt. A Templar had it in for me, and the only way I could escape was to lose myself in a dust storm. I got the scars convincing a giant to carry me through the silt.
Why was a Templar chasing you?
I was her slave, and she didn't like the idea of me wandering off.
How did you convince the giant?
I challenged him to a contest of blows, and somehow put him out. But not before his stony fists gave me a new face.
Is that how you got all the giant weapons?
I stayed with some giants on their island in the Sea of Silt. I guess they came to respect me and gave me these gifts when I left.
Okay, how did you get these giant weapons all the way here? What was your life in Nibene like?
I was a slave in Nibene. That should tell you enough about my life there. Excuse me, I must work on preparing my village for the war. Goodbye.
Just got goodbyed. I bid you good day, sir. Do 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 do. This music is way the fuck too happy for Dark Sun. I remember listening to a lot of Metallica and Megadeth while I played this. I think I eventually turned the game music off because I was like, the game music is just questionable as fuck. But I don't know, I feel like it's kind of part of the retro experience, so... I mean, some of the songs in the game are really catchy, but rarely does the music particularly fit the tone and mood of the actual place where you're supposed to be. In my opinion. I feel like this composer did not know nothing about Dark Sun. Lieutenant Quarren. Level 5. Lol.
What is it, Sekaruna? I can only spare a few minutes before I need to get back to work.
What work is so important?
If Teketzel is to prosper, a market area must be built to attract caravans. Fields must be planted and goods made so we have a surplus to trade. This won't happen on its own.
Isn't Teketzel already prosperous?
That's the attitude of a dog following its dying master. And too many people here have it. Never be satisfied. That's the only way you'll get ahead in this life.
I don't like this guy. What kind of trading would you do?
We buy raw materials like obsidian or wood from caravans, make tools and such with it, and sell the finished products back to the caravans.
They also have a fucking big-ass well here. So they have an endless, well, maybe not endless, but they have a serious source of water, so they could sell water to people. Why would caravans deal with you?
I control the only reliable well in the area. The caravans will come for that if nothing else. And if I trade water for materials, my profits will soar.
It's a swell landmark, Onox. You talk as if you were Teketzel's leader.
I will become Teketzel's leader soon enough. Something you would do well to remember.
Not if I murder you in this house. Just saying. It's another thing that's cool about this game. You can, in fact, kill anyone you want at any time. I don't know what happens in this game if you just murder all of the important NPCs. Like, I don't know if you get a game over screen, or if the game just somehow, you know, accommodates it with the story. I suspect if you murder all the fucking leaders of the towns and shit, that you must get some kind of game over screen. But I don't know that for sure. I've never actually done it. Stops him from swell to ring. Why should you be the leader?
I'll bring wealth to this sun-bleached village.
Bring wealth to the villagers or yourself?
It is the same thing. If I am wealthy, the villagers will live better, and they will make their own money as well.
What is wrong with Charl being the leader?
This village needs fresh ideas. Charl thinks it's enough to build a wall and put bread on the table. That's fine if you're a stupid mool, but there are better things in life.
Oh, I'm recording this conversation. I'm gonna let him hear that, and then he's gonna come over here and break your fucking back. I'll be the leader soon. You do well to remember that. Why? I'm here for 2 levels worth of XP max. Yeah, Tim. Look, if I tell you I'll help you in your quest to get leader, will I will I get some XP for that? Why don't you challenge Chal now?
Why would I do that? Old age will take care of Chal. I'm neither an impatient man nor one to take unnecessary risks.
Hey, what's up, Sin? How you doing? What the hell is this? This is an old retro game from 1993. It's a 25-year-old game called Dark Sun Shattered Lands, one of the old original D&D 2nd edition role-playing games. How you doing, Sin? Son Gniff in the house! What's up, son? How are you, my friend? I want to ask you about the war.
What war? The only one I've heard about is inside that visionary's head.
Well, what do you know about the visionary?
I know he's mad, and that's enough. All you have to do is listen to his ravings. He stirs up the villagers when they do better to keep their minds on their work.
I feel like this guy's gonna be running communist China if he becomes the fucking leader. Tell me about yourself, Quarren.
My life is none of your business.
I was just curious.
Curious gets you dead.
You have something to hide, don't you?
Think whatever you want. I'm not going to trust you just because a sun-struck visionary calls you a hero. Mercenary is more like it. I must get back to work now. Goodbye.
Oh, we just got goodbyed again. You just woke up? Nice, son. I slept most of the day myself. But of course, it's not daytime for you. It's some crazy time, like 4 in the morning. I wonder if these village people in the houses now will talk to me about anything new now that I've talked to the council. Because before they were all like, you should talk to the council. Do you know where the council house is? Here's the council house. Here's the council house. Go to the council. Fine. Hello, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? I'm Sekaruna. Pleased to meet you, Sekaruna. My name is Kvetka. What are you doing? I'm cleaning this armor. Everybody wants to look good for Draj's army, as if it will matter what you look like dead in the sand. How's the war effort going? We'll be ready for those sons of Kanks from Draj soon enough. The lieutenant already sent out scouts. Goodbye. Goodbye. $3 a.m., but yeah. I'm doing alright. Was moody all day. Yesterday I was clubbing and drinking. I don't think clubbing is my thing. Man, yeah, I hear ya. But were you having fun at the time, or was it just kind of like incoherent and weird? I guess it depends on how much you drank. Did you do anything embarrassing? Cleaning instead of streaming. Fun.
Hello, traveler. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm Sekaruna.
You're the heroes from the prophecy, aren't you? I heard you'd come. I'm Jarek.
How's the war effort going?
It won't be much of a war if you don't find some allies. Draj will roll over us and not even notice.
What is near this village?
You looking for a challenge? Folks in Sedrilte talk about a gem field around that volcano to the southwest. Lots of monsters around, though. You'll either be rich or dead if you go there.
Do you know where to find other villages?
All I've heard about is Gedron. That's somewhere to the northwest, I think. Goodbye.
Everybody's goodbying me. I'm the one who says goodbye. Here's our house. They gave us a pretty mighty house. Look how many chests we have. So we have a bunch of chests we can store stuff in. We can rest. They left us some. Oh, they left us a casual magic sword, apparently. Some magic arrows. Some magic fruits. Then they left us chests we can take as well. I don't know that I really need to store anything here right now. I have enough chests that we're carrying and bags that we're carrying around that our inventory space is pretty significant. What is this scroll? Oh, this is the scroll with the grave news. I'm surprised I couldn't share this scroll with the I don't remember ever feeling shitty after clubbing, but I never drank much whenever I went to a club. So I never got like crazy drunk or anything. First hours was great. Just got a headache. Need to recharge. I understand that. I would actually be the same way nowadays. If I went out to a club, I'd be fucking destroyed afterwards. Not good with people, really? You seem very personable when you're streaming. Some +2 arrows. Oh, good. Let's get a new type of magical arrows that doesn't stack with the other two kinds of magical arrows. That'll be good. Alright, I want to move that here. These are the +1s. Right? The +2s, the +3s. Cow clubbing can be pretty fun, as seen in Barnyard. Yeah, Nox. That rat DJ Biggie Cheese. So we have a lemon that restores psionic strength points. I have my shovel here. And we have a bone sword called Swift Bite, a +2 sword. Whoo! Alright, she's got a +1 sword. We might be at the point where we start putting some weapons. Oh, that's right. We're gonna take Tavani up to level 7 as a fighter before we switch her from using claws, because then she'll get as many attacks with weapons as she does with her claws. But for now, I think Bekshara needs a magic weapon, so she's gonna use the Bone Swift Bite and this metal sword. I don't think anybody's gonna use this obsidian sword just yet. Tavani might use it for a little while before we can get her either a metal weapon or a... Oh, she's got that metal axe. So we now have 1, 2, 3 metal weapons in our party. I mean, admittedly, we're pretty high level, right? I mean, 8th level, 7th, 7/6 multi-class in 2nd edition, which means they're at least the equivalent of an 8th level character. It's gotta suck to be an American cow. Yeah. I don't know, those cows that we had at the dairy at 4 Mile Prison, they seem to have a pretty fucking chill life. They had a big area to hang out in. They were constantly fed all day, every day, and they just hung out eating and eating as much as they wanted. And then they just got taken into the place and get milked. But, like, I didn't see anything happening to them that would constitute cruelty or... I mean, those cows seem to be having it pretty good. But that was a small-time operation. It wasn't like a big industrial factory farm type of thing, so I don't know how it is for them people. Or, you know, whatever. Alright, here's the chest we picked up. One of them has a gem in it, which we're gonna sell in a moment. The other one has a gem in it. Okay. We have a lot of money now. We finally got to sell all of our loot. I think some of the vendors in the game have some pretty expensive magic items for sale, though. So, I suspect we'll find ways to spend that money. So many jewels that you could have a hegemony. Hegemony! Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, we got a couple gems to sell here before we leave town. We've rested. We didn't even need to rest, but we did anyway. See what's going on with these folks.
Hello, traveler. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm Sekaruna.
So, I finally meet the heroes everyone is talking about. Well, you've come none too soon. I am Atuha.
How's the war effort going?
It won't be much of a war if you don't find some allies. Drash will roll over us and not even notice.
What are you doing?
I'm making a flange to reinforce the gate. Our leader doesn't think it will hold in a direct attack.
Tell me about your leader?
Charles kept this village safe for many years, but not much more. A leader should have greater ambitions. Goodbye.
Everybody goodbyes me in this town. I am the one who goodbyes.
Hello, traveler. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm Sekaruna. Yeah, this game is running in DOSBox.
I don't usually talk to foreigners, but Domini said you were alright. I'm Garai.
Who's Domini?
The Well Master.
How is the war effort going?
We're starting to build ramparts outside the village walls. I tell you, Teketzel never seen such excitement.
Water here seems abundant.
Our well is more reliable than an oasis. Just talk to Domini. Teketzel would be a lot more prosperous if our leader took advantage of it instead of isolating us from outsiders.
I don't know about that. I mean, here's the deal, right? You're in Dark Sun. There's some pretty predatory motherfuckers out there. Maybe keeping your village hidden so that nobody knows about it is the safest thing to do. Because once your village is on the map, and people come there all the time and know that you have this awesome well, it's not going to be long before some big group of tough motherfuckers decides, hey, we'd like to own that town instead. And then they come here under the banner of trade, and once they're inside your walls, they butcher everyone. So maybe getting greedy and trying to, you know, get too prosperous might lead to everybody being killed. They do have a diverse set of accents, yes. It's a diverse world, Tim. Diverse world. Tell me about your leader.
Charles has grown old. Teketzel needs new ideas, and a leader with the imagination to take advantage of new opportunities. Goodbye.
Wait, what do we got going on here? It's Tosh the cat. Okay, I guess that she doesn't like it when I mess with the cat. They developed him as a bit of a diversion from day-to-day life. He just never runs out, does he? Alright, oh, here's the fucking visionary. Are you guys ready? Nox, are you ready for the voice? Who's ready for some jubilation?
Hey! You stand still as the waters rush by! Do you not hear the thunder and footfalls of approaching doom? The drum beats for you!
I've already talked to him and asked him these questions. He's fucking crazo. I was told you'd give me a gift.
Ah, I do! Yes, something to aid in your travels! A magical rod to take you where the stones have life!
How do I use this rod?
Retrieve the sparkling hearts of the standing stones. With their life returned, the stones can call to you. In ignorance, to Quetzal's heart was cast down the watery shaft.
Why are you giving the ultimate warrior the voice of a Southern Baptist preacher? Because he's a visionary. And he just spews random weird prophecies. And because I always have to look for an excuse to fucking make somebody in every game the fucking televangelist. Goodbye. I'm the one who goodbyes.
From fear grows cruel defeat. Water not with tears the seed of doubt.
The fuck does that even mean? Besides, he can't be the ultimate warrior. He's a halfling. Knucklebones. We've already messed with the Knucklebones before, and we got some weird little prophecy out of it. Alright, so to get the stone for the obelisk here, obelisk, hole, we need to go down the well. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is this Autobot? Excuse me, but I must patrol the village. If you notice any spies, report them at once. Okay. If I notice any spies... Excuse me, sir! Are you a spy? Might you be a spy, sir? Sucks it's a square stone.
How can I help you?
How goes the war effort?
It's as bad as can be. Misery's all we've got to look forward to.
What's the Drazian army doing?
Don't know. Getting ready to kill us. All is a good bet.
How's the morale of the villagers?
They're acting like it's a mid-year's celebration, thinking your alliance is going to give them a better life. Sand for brains. That's what they got.
What do you know about the village leader? Alright, he's told me this before. He's told me this before. He's told me this before, but I didn't get to ask him about the lieutenant before because I didn't know the lieutenant existed.
Quarren came to Quetzal several years back. People seem to like him. Say new blood is what's needed in the village.
Does the village need a new leader?
Shaw has to step down someday, or get knocked down. Ain't nobody immortal.
Except the Sorcerer Kings. Where does Quarren come from?
That ain't a question you ask an ex-slave. Besides, there's more important things to know about a man.
Then what should I know about Quarren?
Ain't for me to say. You got to measure a man's mettle for yourself. But ambition will put a sharp edge on any weapon, and Quarren's no lackwit.
What are Quarren's plans?
Don't know and don't care. Quarren's got his eye on being leader, that's for certain, but he can't take Chald in a fight, and likely don't have the grit to try. Goodbye.
God damn it, I'm the one who goodbyes. Are you measuring Nox's metal? Here's the blacksmith. You can actually smith weapons in this if you find the right stuff. You can use the forge and the bellows and the anvil and everything.
Good day. Can I help you?
Tell me about your business. Oh wait, he said this before. Goodbye. Ha! Just goodbye, Jew! Yeah, show me your goods. He doesn't have much else to say. So he's selling a bunch of stuff we don't want. Bunch of stuff we don't want. Would you like to buy these gems, sir? Thank you, sir. Wait, oh, Lod's Rod. That's the thing that you use.
Remember me if you ever need armor.
Goodbye. Ha! Who said the goodbye that time, motherfucker? Yes, yes, Sin. I played this a couple of times through way back when it was new, or relatively new. Lod's Rod.
What do you wish, master?
What are you?
I am the finest creation of the awe-inspiring Lord. I was with him until his final days.
What can I wish for?
The dread Mage Lord endowed me with many great powers. Alas, the secrets to many are lost to Time's fair hand, never to be recovered.
God damn it, Time's fell hand. What exactly can you do?
There are many great obelisks scattered about the desert, which emit a powerful aura when active. My powers enable me to home in on the auras and transport several objects, such as yourselves, to that spot.
What are the obelisks?
Built before the Sea of Silt formed, the obelisks are ancient focal points of magical energy. The mighty Lord is the only mage ever to learn to tap their power.
How are the obelisks activated?
Each obelisk has a large gem tuned to its own special aura. When that gem is placed in the proper position, the obelisk's aura radiates to the heavens.
Where are these gems?
Sadly, too much time has passed since the great Lord lived. And without his protection, the gems are subject to the vagaries of this lawless land. They could be anywhere now.
You must be using the power of Lodstones. What did this Archmage's enemies say before he destroyed them? Lord have mercy! Where are the obelisks?
Directions are meaningless to me, or to anyone who travels the other dimensions. I merely follow the threads of magic to their source. Currently, I sense one active obelisk.
That's the one that we activated with the gem in the Dragian fields. Tell me your history.
What stories would you hear, master?
Tell me about Laud. Tell me about our Lord and Savior.
Laud was in the service of an unworthy king who now lies buried beneath the sands. Laud, though, is a wizard of great power, a creator of many wonders. No mage shall ever be his equal.
Who was the king Laud served?
It was King Dwyer, a fool not worthy of the sage Laud's services. Indeed, King Dwyer and all his subjects paid for his rashness with their lives. Not even the indomitable Laud was spared.
Guess he wasn't that great of a mage then. What happened to Laud?
He was slain by a Surlon.
Oh, Surlons are no joke.
An other-dimensional horror. Alas, if I was but near at hand where the battle raged, my inimitable powers could have saved the peerless mage Laud.
How did you come to be?
Such knowledge is not for mortal ears. Only the all-wise...
This is like the fucking skulls in the combat. It's turn-based. It's pretty rudimentary. It's not like complex combat like in a modern turn-based game like Divinity Original Sin. I mean, this game's from 1993, so... But it's functional.
Only the all-wise Lord knew the secrets of inanimate life. and my immortal powers are all that remain of Lod's formidable wisdom.
And it's a good translation of 2nd edition rules, actually. Quite good. In terms of, you know, being true to the 2nd edition rules. What did you do during those centuries? Marvin would answer,
The first 1,000,000 years were the worst, and the second 1,000,000 years, they were the worst also. The third 1,000,000 years I didn't enjoy at all. After that, I went into a bit of a decline.
I'm sad that he didn't give that whole little speech in the movie. The Rod could write a lot of It's well suited to do so since it's already good at homering in on the obelisks. What did you do during those centuries?
After Lod's death, I lay buried. Last year, a sandstorm uncovered me and the villagers collected me.
I wish for nothing now.
I shall await your next command.
So we got Lod's Rod. I think you can also get a sword later. That's Lod's sword or something, and it's really powerful. Or some other item. Maybe the sword was somebody else's sword, but you can get another item created by Lod later that's really powerful. I don't remember what it is. Let's talk to the Boyer. Working archery targets. Fly straight into the sand. Not working archery targets. It's the bullseye, yes. That's what I'm talking about. And skills.
Greetings, my fine friends. Can I interest you in any archery supplies?
No. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and good luck in your adventures.
I wonder if getting that sword is guaranteed, or if it's like winning the lottery. Weapon merch.
Hello, I'm glad you came to me. I stock a variety of weapons. I'm sure you'll find something to your liking.
Yeah, except I don't actually want to buy anything that you have, so bye.
Remember me if you ever need weaponry.
Alright, I think we're just gonna talk to the Father Garen, the water cleric, real quick. And then we will have talked to everybody in town before and after talking to the council. Nice water thing, bro.
Welcome, Segaruna. How can I help you?
I would ask your advice, Father.
Of course, I am at your service. What do you want to talk about?
What do you think of the lieutenant?
I am not one for politics, so Quarren and I have little contact. He is the one responsible for Teketzel's prosperity. He's an ambitious man, though, and not to be crossed lightly.
I think he's gonna tell me the same stuff that he told me about these other things. Yeah. Nothing new there. Other than the bit about the lieutenant. Okay, so let's go outside. Let's go outside and kick some ass. We're at full health, full psionic points on everybody. That water graphics, right? Next gen. The restless bathtub. Pour myself another beverage into the glass. Alright, here we go. You wish to leave to Ketzel? Yep. Please wait. That's so much more polite than nowadays. You do thing and just a loading screen pops up. In this game, they're like, please wait. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Coke. Oh, there's some new monsters on the map. There. One of these two is probably the running around Surin whose name... Lausa. And one of them is probably a monster. And that's the hermit guy. What do we have over here? Oh! Oh, we haven't fought one of those yet. I think it's called a Mysterial. I'm not sure how tough they are. I'm not sure how alarmed I need to be. There's Lausa. Alright. Should I pre-buff for this? Yeah. Let's go ahead and at least pop off some biofeedback on everybody. The nice thing about psionic powers is, unlike spells, they don't have a casting time. You just use them instantly. Alright, we'll at least start with that. Devani, preen that fucking thing. Preen its clock. Or miss a whole bunch. That would, oh, did we paralyze it? That'd be great if we did. Wow, she's hitting like a truck. That must have been a crit for 30. Wow, okay. We really didn't need pre-buffing there. We just annihilated that thing. Didn't have any loot though. There's another big group of monsters down here. It's a little bit weird that there's no fog of war. Oh, is that a whole shitload of boulettes? That could be dangerous. We're gonna pre-buff again with biofeedback and displacement. Psionics is like, I think, therefore I buff. Damn, this game is way ahead of its time. I don't know if it's all that ahead of its time exactly. It seems to be pretty well a product of its time. Alright, we're kicking ass on these things. Wow. These are a lot weaker than I thought they were gonna be. Oh, those aren't boulettes. What is that thing? Oh, they're fire eels. Okay, if this was a whole group of boulettes, that would probably have been a lot harder. I chose to not have any spellcasters in my party. All my characters are basically fighters, but they're also, most of them are also psionicists. So they're basically all like psychic warriors. They have good melee fighting abilities and they have psionic powers. But I could have had like clerics or druids or wizards as well and been casting spells, but I didn't want to. How much PSPs have we used up? 112, 46, 104, 90. We've still got quite a few. Alright, so I wonder if this guy knows anything new now that we've... Could just rest at his... Agris. Yeah, this is all the same stuff he said before. So at this point I've got two choices. I am a little over-leveled, yeah. Well, the other thing is my characters are overpowered because I made all their stats max in the beginning. which you have the option to do. So I kind of have cheater characters a little bit. That's a big reason why it seems easy as well. But I also farmed a shitload of extra XP in the beginning of the game, so I'm also overleveled, yeah. There's parts later on that'll be much harder. Max stats hacks. I mean, it's not like I used a mod or a cheat or a hack. The game lets you do it. The game lets you do it, so it must be legit. So at this point, I can go this way, which leads to one map, or this way, which leads to another. And then those will have branching maps off of them into more and more areas. So, I don't know which way I want to go first. I feel like I usually go west, so I'm going to go east this time. It's been so long since I played this, I legitimately do not remember where these lead or what I'm gonna find going these two directions. The red area. God, the music is so unsuitable for darks. Uh-oh. Who's this guy? He's a level 9 sage. Let's go talk to his sagacious ass.
You must be the ones who escaped from the arena. I've heard of you. My name is Algernon. I've always wanted to meet a member of the Veiled Alliance.
This is the second person we've met who assumed we were in the Veiled Alliance, which we clearly are not. We don't even have any arcane casters. Do I know you?
No, but I know you. I've always wanted to do my part for the cause and all that. Now's my chance.
What are you doing here?
I've waited years to be contacted by the Alliance, but nobody ever came. When I heard about escaped gladiators, I picked up my things and ventured out to find you. I am a scribe. My knowledge of magical devices is great. Ask me about any item and I will elucidate. Just stay a while and listen. Are you interested?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Whoa, okay. What kind of magic item do you want to know about? Weapons or armor?
You'll have to be more specific about what you're looking for.
Swords? Oh, he's gonna tell me lore about my magic items because they didn't have the technical limitations. They couldn't put the lore in the tooltip for the item. So they have this guy.
The few magic swords which still exist on Athos have great power. Show me the item so that I may identify it.
Bloodwrath.
This looks like a ritual sacrifice item of the Templars of Tectuctitlay. Its blade is magically sharpened to better pierce the hearts of the Dragon King's victims.
What about Swiftbite?
The creator of this sword wanted to overcome stronger opponents easily. Unfortunately, it was so powerful, he was hunted by the thieves for years, until finally the extra damage and hitting ability could not save him.
Tell me about Daggerlar's dagger.
Daggerlar's dagger! He used it to slay the wizard who created it for him. The extra damage it did ensured the wizard died in one blow.
Well, Dagalar died pretty quick himself. He was a 20th level wizard, and one of our characters just killed him in one round. LOL, 2nd edition, 20th level wizard hit points. As opposed to the guys who designed the swords that allow you to overcome the enemy only with great difficulty. That'd be a cool magic item. Like, what if you had a person who was, like, such a great fighter, like, so, you know, experienced and everything, that everybody they fought was just super easy for them to defeat. And they wanted more of a challenge, so they had somebody enchant a weapon for them that actually made them worse. So that they could have more of a challenge. Magic melee weapons. Let's go back to... No, not swords. Damn it. Armor. You have no magic armor that I know anything about. Shields? You have no magic shields that I know anything about. What about my fruits? Magic fruit! Excellent! Show me the item so that I may identify it. Miyamoto Musashi gave up dueling with real swords because he was killing everyone too easily. That's fucking awesome. I love Musashi. Have you read the Book of Five Rings? Everyone should read the Book of Five Rings. It's a pretty fucking great book. I learned a lot from it. Yes, lemons are magic. The sour taste of a lemon clears the mind and restores psionic powers. What about purple grapes? Purple grapes cure blindness and deafness. What about corn? Corn makes your skin like bark. And your shits. Wait, what? Green grapes? Use green grapes when you need a blessing. What about orange grapes? Like all grapes, the orange grapes are very beneficial to you. These will clear your body of all poisons. What about white grapes? White grapes will help you pray for any help you need. You've got to pray just to make it today. That's why we grapes. Grapes. Tell me about these wands. You possess a magic wand. Please let me see it so I may tell you of its powers. Show me the item so that I may identify it. Not as magic as the juice of an orange, of course. Obviously, Tim. That's artifact level. Wand of missiles? Wands of missiles have put many good bowmen to shame. However, they have limited charges, and many have expired in the course of battle. Jewelry? There are many kinds of jewelry. Do you mean rings or necklaces? How about rings? Well, you have no magic rings that I know anything about. What about necklaces? You also have no magic necklaces that I know anything about. How about clothes? Ah, magic clothes. Very convenient, aren't they? Tell me about the Helm of Contemplation that I pulled out of some fucking just sludge, muck-ridden sewer hole. Wearing a Helm of Contemplation creates a shield of thought around you, protecting you against all psionic attacks. That's pretty fucking good. What about chameleon gloves? Be careful when you wear the chameleon gloves. They blind whomever you touch. What about the living cloak? A living cloak creates a barrier of air around its wearer. The barrier deflects most thrown weapons. However, it is useless against purely magical weapons, pure energy or light, raw heat or cold, and gaze weapons. Cool story. What about other devices? What specifically were you interested in? Technically, you were gifted the helm by the Tari Chief. What? But didn't we have to pull it out of the fucking Sliggin hole? Oh, they're the ones who pulled it out of the Sliggin hole. I thought we pulled some magic item out of a Sliggin hole. Not effective against Crike's negative energy. Only 4-flower herbal tea blend can handle that. Lod's Rod. This was a toy that Laud made while experimenting. He worked for a king that lived long ago. It will allow you to travel between the obelisks that Laud left behind. However, some of these obelisks have lost their gems, and these must be replaced before the rod can be used. I guarantee you any of these obelisks that have been found by fucking Saito's character have lost their gems. None for now. I hope that helps. Well, what now? Wait here till I return. Fine, I'll be here. I myself only possess one magic item. I would like to donate it to the Veiled Alliance to help them save Athos. I hope it helps. Still not Veiled Alliance. It's a wand that can detect metals up to 60 paces away. It's very easy to use. Oh, well, I also found this gem on the obelisk to the north. You are welcome to it, as I have no need for such things. Wow, this guy's just giving up free shit. I should be leaving. If you need more help, find me. Wait. You're not going anywhere, pal. Yes, I'm interested. I lied, I'm not, actually. I just want to tell you to wait for now. Oh, he is leaving. I can still find him. He just won't necessarily be in this spot. He'll be somewhere else. Metal detection. Get it? Dope-ass gem. Get it? I realize we need to do something back in town before we explore this red area. Metal detection. What? I don't remember this item. The wand awaits your command. Looking for any metal. The wand glows brightly, but does not point to anything in particular. That'd be great if you're like... Oh, we don't have gold coins. We have ceramic coins. We just have a ludicrous number of them. But we have, like, we have steel weapons or iron weapons on us. So if I'm like, let's find some steel. It's like, yeah, dumbass, you're carrying some. I've detected it. Yeah, Tim, basically. I'm looking for the Veiled Alliance. Look, for the last time I'm not, because I have a magical wand I wish to donate to the cause. Right? Veiled Alliance representative, that's me. We're just gonna jam back to Taketsu real quick, because we haven't gone down the well yet. We need to go down the well. Get the gem for Taketsu, put it in the obelisk, that way we can teleport back there later. Any new monsters spawn? Not yet. Yeah, I want to leave the area. Finding metals might present a quandary.
You're back already? Thought you were up to save Athos and fulfill the prophecy.
You have a bad attitude.
Yeah, well, Athos ain't much of a pleasure garden.
Goodbye, I said. Okay. Out of curiosity, can we just throw any gem in any fucking obelisk we want? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna go down the well. Oh yeah, we need to talk to Domini again too. I don't think he's gonna say anything new, but...
Hello, traveler. Help yourself to some water.
My well is never dry and the water's never muddy.
I'm Sekaruna.
Glad to meet you, Sekaruna. I hear you're gonna help us against Draj. We're all quite grateful.
Who are you?
I'm Domini, the well master.
Do you know the villagers very well?
Can't no one get water without talking to me. Besides, I've been here from the beginning, seen many of them grow up.
Is Charl a good leader?
Well, there are worse leaders to be had. At least Charl keeps us safe from marauders. He's a good fighter, and maybe that's all we need.
You sound dissatisfied with Charl.
No, Charl's just not the most inspiring of leaders. Quetzal could do with some change. Keep us from stagnating.
Tell me about the lieutenant.
I don't know much about Quarren. He mostly keeps to himself, and that's fine with me.
What do you know about the visionary?
He's crazy! Leastways, I can't understand a word of that gibberish he spouts. It does have a way about him, though. Just the other day, he kept the well from getting clogged with sand.
How did the visionary save the well?
We covered the well with planks of wood and wouldn't let me move them. Wood didn't let me move them. Got me mad at the time, but the next day the wind piled sand right up over the well wall.
You were here when Quetzal was founded.
Well, I was the one who chose where to build the village. More villages than not get swallowed by the desert because their well gives out. And Charl wasn't gonna let that happen to Quetzal.
What are you doing?
I'm making a baffle to put at the bottom of the well. It'll keep some of the silt from clouding the water.
Tell me about the well.
Well, my well may be humble to look at, but there's none finer. It's watered to Quetzal since the first stone was laid, and will keep on flowing when we're all dust.
How do you know the well won't dry up?
One plot of desert may look just like another to most, but the shape of the dunes and the texture of the sand tells me what's underneath.
There's not just more sand underneath?
No, of course not. There's a layer of clay under the sand here, what keeps the water flowing. Just to the west, it looks like a heap of jumbled stone barely covered by the sand. I don't know what that could be.
Have you heard any rumors about the war?
Oh, a train of wagons passed through the other day, heading southeast. I couldn't tell from the wall if it was a caravan or a war party, but I did see some warriors scouting its flanks.
Are you worried about fighting Draj?
I say it's time we fought back. We've lived in fear of Draj for so long we've forgotten how to resist. The Templars count on that to keep their power.
Goodbye. Alright, we're gonna go down the well. I'm slaking my thirst. Okay, slaked. Hashtag slaked. So to go down the well, we have to, like, do this. And then we can go down.
This is not the normal bottom of a well.
The fuck? Tynan. Oh, there's the gem that we're looking for. Grab that. This is not... Oh, spoiler alert, there's a giant-ass dungeon down here. We just can't quite get to it from this room. This is later in the game content. The rest of this dungeon.
Ah, visitors. I've been alone here for so long. Still, Leave this place at once, lest the curse of the dead descends upon you.
I'm Seikaru.
I am Tynan, once the master of this Temple of Ashes.
Temple of Ashes.
Reduced to ashes, this temple was once a magnificent focus of power, where the great priests of Athos assembled to study their art. I was their teacher.
What happened?
Betrayal by one of the priests under my instruction. My pupils came from 2 cities, one far to the east, the other beyond the western horizon. A concubine in the western city bore her sorcerer king an exquisite daughter, who was to be joined to a prince in the eastern land. When she came of age, the girl was brought to me for education, and we fell in love.
That's really high-minded of her to fall in love with a creepy shadow guy. What was the girl's name?
Her name was Tristram.
Ding! Ding 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 ding. No, wait, wrong game. What are the names of the cities?
The cities, as well as their names, vanished from the face of Athos some time ago. So shall it remain.
What happened to the cities?
When the Sorcerer King from the West learned what happened to his daughter, he waged a war against the Eastern City, so bloody that nothing remains of either land.
Tell me about your students.
They are not important. They were burdensome but loyal. It's a shame they are made to suffer.
Who betrayed you?
Apos was his name. He came from the Eastern City. One night he discovered me and Tristram together and betrayed our feelings to his Sorcerer King.
What did the Sorcerer King do?
He sent Apos to destroy me. Using the Sorcerer King's power, he laid this temple to waste, and herein trapped the spirits of all of my servants, as well as my own, Tristram included. He made sure we could never be together. Will you help me end this suffering?
Will I get XP for saying yes? Why can't you help yourself?
My spirit is locked in this room, just as Tristram's is surely locked in some other cold chamber. When you speak with her, be direct. Repeat yourself if necessary. Because of my mental discipline, I have maintained my sanity. Tristram was a fine student, but had not learned enough yet to protect her mind from years of living in a void.
Are you sure Tristram is in the temple?
Apos came to me and bragged about what he had done to us.
Where is Tristram?
I don't know for sure. She is probably in her chambers among the priests' quarters by the south gate. Remember to be persistent.
What do you want me to do?
There are 2 heart crystals. Bring them to me. One is mine. The other belongs to my love, Tristram.
What are the heart crystals?
They are tokens of affection, but also much more. The heart crystal I gave Tristram is made from a gem grown from her very essence. I was crafting another heart crystal in my chambers, this one made of my spirit, when doom befell my temple. I fear that my heart crystal will be near impossible to find, as raiders took it long ago. I no longer feel it near me, so it must be on the surface of Athos somewhere.
Where are the heart crystals? You just answered that.
Tristram has her own heart crystal, if looters have not yet taken it. Find Tristram and get the heart crystal. The other heart crystal was in my quarters, through the northern doorway in the main temple chamber. Bandits stole my heart crystal a long time ago. Once you find the crystal, wherever the bandits hid it, use it while standing on the circle in this room. And you will teleport to the main temple.
Alright, so go out into the world, find his crystal, bring it back here, use it in the circle, teleport to the main temple, talk to Tristram, get her thing, come back here. Got it. Sounds simple. Good thing there's not a quest journal to confuse me. I can just keep this all in my head.
You will teleport to the main temple.
How will the heart crystals help you? Hey, Atticus, how you doing? Good to see you. Yes, I stream. Doesn't everybody?
I cannot break the curse from here. Apos did not know how to properly wield the Sorcerer King's power. There is a way to escape this trap. I believe Tristram and I can place our spirits in the heart crystals. Then you can take us to a place where we can be together. I will tell you where when you bring me the crystals.
How do you enter the heart crystal?
When the heart crystal is activated near me, I will be drawn into it as long as the crystal is not within the circle.
I'll do what I can to help.
I believe Tristram and I can place our spirits in the heart crystals. Then you can take us to a place where we can be together. I will tell you where when you bring me the crystals. You will forever have my gratitude.
Then you can take us to a place that buys charged heart crystals. Heart crystals for sale. That's right, heart crystals for sale. Comes with a free ghost. Well, I don't know. This guy seems like he's on the up and up, right? The doorway to your chambers is blocked, apparently.
There is only one other way into my chambers, through the magic circle on the floor in this room. But only I can use it, and that is impossible in my present form. However, you may be able to use my heart crystal to activate the circle and enter my chambers. You must find my heart crystal.
I do not die as much as Cassie. This game's too easy for me to die much in. Updated my Oh, I don't have one. Well, we'll just try to remember all the various side quests that we encounter as we go along. In the olden days, we used to make maps on paper. Yeah. He has legit cheater activated. Well, you know what I could do, you guys? Maybe I should. Oh, I can put this gem in here. Boop boop! Now it's activated. So now I could use Lod's Rod to teleport back here or to teleport back to the Dragian Fields. If I have a reason to do so. Well, we used a few PSPs, so I'll go ahead and just rest real quick while we're here in my house. Use the rod, you can get past a snarky guard. That's true. Here's what I could do, though, you guys. Here's what I could do, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I think it might be the right decision. I can go here, and I can go here, and I can go here, and I can set the difficulty from the default difficulty of balanced to hard. There's also hideous, but I don't think I'm going to do hideous. But I could put the difficulty up to hard, and we'll see how things go. There's only 3 beds in your house. Well, the Thri-Kreen doesn't need a bed. I mean, I legit have a bug person that don't sleep. Thri-Kreen don't even sleep, so doesn't need a bed. I hope one of the beds is extra sturdy for my half-giant, though. Chimerical Jim, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a little while. Good to see you. Yeah, this game is great. I'm getting on with it just fine. Even that Torpor thing, I think, was a 4th edition change. I think in 2nd edition, they didn't do anything. They just were active 24 hours a day, if I recall correctly. Yeah, oh, there's our Surin buddy. I don't think there's anything we can talk to her about, though, right now. Still waiting for a vision. Yeah, okay. We can help her later. Another... Oh, good. No! Divine, do not do what you're doing! What are these things? They're just fire eels. I'm not super concerned. We don't need to use any psionics. Whoa, they hit pretty hard when they do hit. It's gonna take a whole lot of cell adjustments to heal that. I just blinded that one. What did it just do? Some sort of, well, like fire attack. I guess that makes sense since it was a fire eel. Oh yeah, hard difficulty. So things are... Oh yeah, I'm noticing they're taking a little more hits to kill than they did before. So yeah, the difficulty is actually having an effect. She's down 11 hit points. She's down 15. Let's do a little bit... Okay, we're about to use our incredible psionic healing powers. Are you ready? Who needs a cleric when you have cell adjustment? Let's just heal up real quick. I have 60 hit points. 62! Yes! Maybe it was just a low roll. 64! 66! 68! Thanks, cell adjustment! Greatest healing power of all time. Tavani, you can cell adjustment. Okay, we're okay. Are there any other enemies on the map? Yeah, there's some motherfuckers right here. I like to kill every motherfucker that I come across. Even though I'm gonna level cap out way before the end of the game. Probably shouldn't go kill those things. But I'm going to anyway. Did it just one cell at a time? Look, you did exactly what it says it does. It heals a cell of your body. Ooh, are those red slods? Those are red slods. On hard mode, they might be a little bit scary town. Let's see how we do. 1 damage, 3... Oh, 13. Well, they're having no trouble hitting us. We got one of them down, though. Yay! Oh, Tavani's finally a level 7 fighter. So now, our gladiator is level 8. Chimerical Din, do you know, is the level cap in this game 9? I thought it was, but I'm not certain. She's up to a level 8 gladiator. 7/7 Sionis' fighter, 7/7 Sionis' fighter. So they get another attack now. So now Tavani, instead of attacking 4 times with her claws for a d4 plus 8, I could equip her with this axe, this metal axe, and this thing. And now she'll do 2 attacks with the longsword and 2 attacks with the axe for a little more damage than her claws. Plus she'll still do her bite attack. We need to find a magic weapon for her, though, because Victa has a magic weapon, I got a magic weapon, Bekshara has a magic weapon. So the next magic weapon we find goes to Tavani. Do I need to do some amazing psionic healing? The good news is, even though it's a very small heal, I have 3 party members who can use it, and they can use it a lot, because we have a shitload of PSPs. Don't fail the check. Alright, I think we're fine. So we're gonna go back over into the red area now. Okay, where the fuck am I going? The wrong damn way. Dark Sun Clerics suck at healing too. Well, they don't suck nearly that much. What's up, Sage Guy? Alright, hold on just a second, y'all. 'Cause it's ice time! Ice time! Ice time! Ice time! It's ice time! Ice time, ice time, ice time. Alright, I got ice. Ice time is nice time. Yeah, it is. Okay. I've re-established my beverage situation. Let's keep going here. Alright, we're gonna explore up this way and across and down and back up, I guess. Up this way first. Pillar! Ram it! So here's another way I can go to a different map. But I'm not going to right now. Those are some really big tomatoes, if indeed that's what those are. Yeah, there's not much going on around here. Where's all the monsters and stuff? And like random dead bodies to loot and shit. Oh, there's a Mysterial. On hard mode, we're gonna pre-buff just a little bit. Let's just biofeedback everyone. Oh, this isn't a fight. This is the Mysterial Trainer guy. The man alternatively gives commands and rewards to a large Mysterial, also known as a Rad Scorpion. Oh, did we turn those psionics off then? Because I don't want to be paying the maintenance cost for eternity. Alright, if we're not going to actually get in a fight here. Timothy.
Greetings! I am Timothy, Animal Trainer Supreme. Welcome to my camp.
I'm Sekaruna.
Good to meet you. Lovely day, isn't it? Hot, yes, but when isn't it hot?
You have a dangerous beast by your side.
Dangerous? Hardly so, unless of course I want her to be. As I said before, I am Timothy, Animal Trainer Supreme. I have captured and subdued the Mysterial. Her name is Alita.
Mysterials hate all. They are untrainable.
Timothy smiles. I forgive your denial of the obvious.
Wait, I like the idea that he actually says this out loud.
Timothy smiles. I forgive your denial of the obvious. They are usually intractably violent, but Alita is proof that they are trainable. I will admit it was difficult, but I have won her trust and obedience.
Why do you train Mysterials?
Alita is destined for sale in the hinterlands. She will be used as a pack animal.
They use Mysterials as pack animals?
The hinterlands lie beyond the ringing mountains. It is impossible to get regular beasts of burden over them. While Alita here is less than ideal for riding purposes, she is agile enough to climb with me where other animals cannot follow. They use what they can get in the hinterlands. I expect to turn quite a profit.
How did you train this monster?
The exact method I will keep secret, but allow me to enlighten you a bit. Any creature will eventually react favorably to kind treatment.
I don't know about that. Would you sell the beast to me?
Well, that depends. A little would cost you more money than I am willing to carry. My journey is long. I wish to travel light. In fact, where I'm going, salt is worth more than ceramic coin. For a suitable quantity of refined salt, I'd part with a liter and look for another material nearer to my destination.
We can buy a fucking giant death monster with salt. So you traveled a lot then.
The Muffy laughs! Ha ha ha! Travel! Oh yes! There are some who have seen more of Athos than I, but they are few. A trainer of wild beasts must often travel far.
So tell me about this area.
Tips for the desert traveler, To the west, I ran into a pack of Thrycreen. Fortunately, they didn't see me before I slipped away. To the south, I ran into a wagon train of pilgrims.
Were the Thrycreen headed this way?
They weren't headed anywhere, and that's a funny thing. All the Thrycreen that I've ever encountered were obsessively nomadic, always on the move, hunting for meat. This band seemed content to stay right where they were.
Why went the Thrycreen hunting?
I don't know. Perhaps there is something in that area that attracts an abundance of prey.
Do you know more about this area?
I haven't seen much else recently, but I do know that Tekatsa village is to the northwest.
Goodbye.
Yes, we all have our own business. Good talking to you.
Now, if I wanted to, I could just fucking kill this guy and his Mysterio, but, you know. The Mysterio seems calm. Its eyes rest deferentially on the trainer. Level 12. That's a good trainer. Okay. So here's another way that I could go. Alright, so that's at least 2 exits from the map, plus 3, 4. There's 4 different ways you can go from here. 1 is the way we came, and 3 lead to completely different maps. As I recall, there's a pretty good number of maps in this game. I mean, it's not like a huge game like Skyrim or Fallout or something. It's not like that, but really it's probably smaller than even Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, it's definitely smaller than Pillars of Eternity, but for the time at least, it was a pretty good-sized game. Another exit. Man, there's like nothing to fight on this map. There's no like random loot around either. So there's 2. Okay, maybe if I walked around everywhere using the rod of metal detecting, I might find some hidden thing, but I'll be fucking damned if I'm gonna do that. I think I'll wait and use it at some point when there's like a plot-specific kind of use for it that's obvious. Yeah, Jim, I've played through this game completely a couple of times, but it was way, way back in the 90s. Ooh, an obelisk. Wait, don't we have the gem for that obelisk? We do. The sage gave it to us. So we've activated 3 obelisks now. No, don't do what you're doing. Surprised that's not a thing. Uh-oh, we found some kind of interesting camp. There's a person there. Some sort of alchemist. What is this thing? Apparently it's nothing. Nothing we can do anything with yet. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Alright, let's talk to this alchemist person. Notaku. Hey, we've heard this person's name already in the game, and I don't remember in what context. Face look like a bit bizarre. Well met, travelers. I am your servant, Notaku. What forces you into these desolate wastes? Oh, that's right. This is the guy with the Renike pith. I escaped from slavery. Then welcome to the freedom of the desert, where survival is determined by your friends and enemies. We may have common interests. What are you suggesting? I am a merchant, dealing in certain hard-to-acquire goods. My customers are eccentric and unpredictable. In short, this is a high-risk, high-return venture. Tell me about this business of yours. Yeah, there's little to tell. I'm a simple merchant, and like all merchants, I must scratch a living from the selfishness of my clients. Who are your clients? My clients vary from season to season and from area to area. I never stay in one place long. Scarcity is a boon in my business. What exactly is your business? Powerful mages require obscure materials to conduct their arcane rituals. I obtain such objects and purify them as required. I often work on contract, or simply offer my goods to the highest bidder. Why can't I sell directly to the mages? Well, the mages aren't interested in raw materials. They want my processed components. I also have their trust. My goods are never spoiled and are of the highest, best quality. Alright, how do I fit into all this? The materials I need are rare, and many require overcoming dangerous beasts. I could not hope to fill all the demands if I searched for the items myself, so I employ agents such as you. What do you want me to do? A simple task, to see if you're trustworthy and capable. I have a client, Father Garen, who is in need of the pith from a Renike tree. I want you to take some to him. Hey, that's convenient. I suppose I could do that if you paid me. I certainly wasn't going to do that anyway. What's this Renike pith used for? Well, it has many uses in healing arts, and is often the chief component of salves and the like. I'll take the pith to Father Garen. Look, honestly, I don't need to ask for money. I have 85,000 ceramic, and what's this guy gonna pay me? 50? 100? Even 1,000? I don't need his fucking pocket change, you know what I'm saying? Excellent. Deliver this bag of Renike tree pith to Father Garen into Quetzal. Return after you've done so, and I'll repay you handsomely. Where can I find Father Garen? He's the cleric in Quetzal. The village is hard to miss. Just travel west, then north. Father Garen will be expecting the bag of pith. That kind of reward would be a mere pittance. Nice. Is that all I can do for you? Well, there isn't much. Business is rather slow right now, although I could always use a few sand howler eyes and fire eel tongues. Should you run across any in your wanderings, I would pay well for the spell components, after we just killed like 1,000 fucking fire eels. How do I get sand howler eyes? We fought a bunch of sand howlers in the arena, remember? Well, they don't give them up willingly. You'll find howlers stalking the sandy wastes. Just avoid the beast's stare. It'll paralyze you. Where can I find the fire eel tongues? Fire eels are sand burrowers, so watch your step. North of here is where you'll find most of them. How much will you pay for them? I pay based on supply and demand. Typically, the goods I need are worth a few hundred ceramic pieces. You will receive a percentage of that. Oh, that sounds like some dodgy-ass payment. Heard any rumors worth repeating? A caravan north of here was hit hard by raiders not too long ago. No skin off my nose, but it does make one a bit nervous. If you'll excuse me now, I have projects which require my attention. May your travelers bring you prosperity. Goodbye. Goodbye. Ah, beat you to it. Wait, I didn't mean to click that. Goodbye. Alright, so do I have the pith? Oh, he gave me 2 of them because I accidentally activated the quest twice. Nothing happens. Maybe I can get double rewarded. Okay, that is literally all that's on this map. The Mysterial Trainer, the Sage, and this guy. So I can go north, east, or south, or I can go back to Teketzel Village and deliver the pith. Well, I happen to know that I can get back to Teketzel Village pretty fucking fast. It's just taking the pith. Oh, even when you teleport in, the fucking sassy guard gets on your shit. Goodbye. Could I teleport to the other side of the pillar? That would be great. Go talk to Father Garen. Quick save. Just in case something bugs out because I have 2 piths or something. Welcome, Sekaruna. How can I help you? I'm here to deliver a bag of pith to you. Oh, wonderful. I've been waiting for it. Lenara, a friend in Gedren, desperately needs the extract I make with the pith. Will you help me get it to her? I'd be glad to. Thank you. The extract is made by mixing the pith with the concoctions by the wall. Wait, I gotta make the extract myself? Look, I'm a fucking gladiator. You're an expert in this shit. Why would you entrust me to do chemistry when... Okay, sure. When you are done, you can take the extract to Lenaria. She is a colleague in Gedren, a village northwest of here. Goodbye. How do I make the extract? The extract is made by mixing the pith with the concoctions by the wall. When you are done, you can take the extract to Lenara. She's a colleague in Gedrin, a village northwest of here. Goodbye. Alright. Filter device. Fine, let's try, Wait, I mean, how much stuff do I need to do here? Is it all just kind of one device that I just glob the... Because now here's a... There's a jug that I can pick up. 20 int, bud. That's a good point. You're a gladiator. You must have some knowledge of sports medicine. Just what's needed in this situation. Oh, it's that simple. Well, since I have 2 pith, let's make 2 extract. Nope. It's like, sorry. We only allow 1 extract to me. Well, I'm just going to drop this other pith right here. I'm not supposed to have 2 pith anyway, so it's not like I'm losing anything. Pith extract. It's so pithy. When do you want me to take the extract? Right, he already said that. Okay, now I can... I'm gonna quickly... You know what? I'm gonna try to hold off on resting too much. Even though I could benefit from a rest right now. Just for, like, role-playing reasons. We've got the Drajian Menace coming. Time is of the essence. I probably shouldn't just be resting every fucking 5 minutes. So let's use Laud's Rod. Red Sand Area. Cleverly named. Wait, if the sand is red, doesn't that mean there's a lot of iron in the sand or something? Malik hosting me? What? Thank you so much, Dennis. How you doing? Alright, let's come down here. Hey, Dennis, thanks a lot for the host. I really appreciate it. How you doing? How did your stream go? It can, but plenty of other things can make sand red. Just excessive amounts of food coloring. Finished your run with Skyrim? What do you mean finished your run? You mean like just finished streaming, or like you're done playing Skyrim? Forever. Well, loved playing that game again. Yeah. It's a good game. Or it's highly educated sand, which is well read. Nox, you're an artist, sir. You're an artist. Well done. I see my confidence in you was well placed. Though I can only give you 500 ceramic pieces for such a simple task, future missions will prove more profitable. Actually, that's a ludicrous amount of money for such a simple task, but I'll take it. And 1,000 experience points, which is why we help people. Hashtag, do it for the XP. Are you ready for something more dangerous? What do you want me to do? A certain client of mine has need of a terror bloom, an item so rare even I do not know where it can be gathered. However, the few writings I've seen all describe the death of rampagers. You will undoubtedly face these ferocious beasts on this quest. What exactly is a terror bloom? Well, that's hard to say. It's only through my client that I know of its existence. The writings he showed me suggest the essence from the bloom is used in the making of magical weaponry. The lore master in Cedrilt might know. I'll find this Terror Bloom for you. Wonderful! I suggest you search for the Terror Bloom due west of here. If nothing else, there's a lore master in Cedrilt who may be able to help you. Where's Cedrilt? Due west of here. It's quite a walk, but well worth it. The last time I visited the village, it was so prosperous I considered retiring there. That means it's going to be a shit show now. This village is great. Everything there is wonderful. You are perfectly safe. Who is this special client of yours? Sorry. Spell component supplier client privilege prevents me from... Come now, that would be telling. It is sufficient to say he is a wizard of great power. Someone it is unwise to cross, or to disappoint. How are the spell components used? Actually, the materials I have you collecting aren't themselves used, but are processed into other components. Did you have something specific in mind? What are Sandhowler eyes used for? Sandhowlers have a paralyzing gaze, which gives their eyes unique qualities. When processed correctly, the eyes can be used in the making of certain arcane items. So you didn't tell me anything there. Yeah, obviously they're gonna make certain arcane items. That's just vague. Why do you need fiery old tongues? Certain arcane items. They're not used, they're processed into other components. Oh, so you use them? Look, all I know is those Sandhowler eyes are currently not being used. Why would someone want fire eel tongues? Fire eel tongues are sought after for the affinity to fire, which can be achieved with them during rituals. Is that all I can do for you? Yes, the wings of a Tyrian butterfly. Should you come across any in your wanderings, I would pay well for the spell components. What do the butterflies look like? Well, they're striking creatures, bright red and orange, with brown underwings. They can only live near water, so an oasis is your best bet for finding a Tyrian butterfly. Being used, says Tim. I'll see what I can do. Glad to hear it. Any rumors worth repeating? He already said that. Okay, goodbye. Fine, so... he wants me to collect all sorts of gewgaws for him. Find a Terror Bloom, talk to the Lore Master and whatever. I'm sure I'll remember all of this perfectly without a quest journal. Alright, it's now time to go either south, east, north, or go back to this map over here and go west from that map instead. Which is actually the way, I think, to both of the different villages that I'm supposed to be going to for these quests. But I'm a renegade. I go my own way. Although, I should note, I am not a man going his own way. Let's see what's east. To the east! I'm a rambling man. Gotta ramble. You understand. I don't like the fact that this map doesn't have any wandering monsters, though. I feel cheated of the dangers of Athos. Wait, what? Where am I? Oh, I see where I am. Gonna head to bed. Alright, good night, Sin. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you as always. Hopefully you feel better tomorrow. Do you wish to leave this area? Yeah. Alright, good night, Tim. Take it easy. See you soon. I'm having another D&D session. Day after... The day after tomorrow. It's only Monday? Really? For some reason I thought it was Tuesday today already. Well, hell, shit. So... 3 days from now, I guess, is when the game is. Oh, look at this area. This is nice, with some painted rocks. Not literally painted, just... Oh, we got some kind of shenanigans. Oh, alright. Oh shit, that's a lot of Surans. I don't think we're gonna have to fight them.
I am the shaman of the tribe of the Chipped Fang. Why are you here?
Why aren't you in your village? I'll ask the questions here.
Our spirits have failed us. City troops ravage our village. Our crops wither, and omens are bad. Prophecy speaks of travelers who will come and destroy the old spirits in the ruins.
Alright, there's a little bit too much overuse of prophecy. You're the prophesied heroes that were foretold. I mean, I get it if they're gonna use that once for one village, but if every damn group of people we meet is like, yo, prophecy bros!
Travelers who will come and destroy the old spirits in the ruins. I await the arrival of the travelers.
I'm here to destroy the old... It is I, king of the travelers. Why are there spirits in the ruins?
The spirits were to consult and protect. Our sacred treasure, hidden in the ruins, is protected by the spirits as well. Now they have failed us. They must be destroyed.
I want the treasure, wow. Okay, why don't you destroy the spirits?
The prophecy forbids such an attempt. We must wait for someone to be sent to us to destroy the spirits and replace them with good ones.
That's a stupid myth! That is really culturally insensitive. Your myths are dumb. You know your whole worldview, your religion, hell, your raison d'etre, one might say? Stupid. Well, I'm here to destroy the old spirits then, I guess.
The prophecy is finally fulfilled. Come, I will lead you to the ruins so that you may destroy the evil spirits.
Look, I didn't say I'm gonna do it right now. Don't get ahead of yourself, pal. Don't be going...
You must now enter and destroy the old spirits. It has been prophesied.
Rogue Shaman. Multi-classed, huh? It is a stupid myth, though. Oh, well, sure, it is stupid, but... Unless it's not a stupid myth. What if whoever created this myth knew that their tribe literally had no capacity to deal with these spirits, and that if they tried, they'd just be all slaughtered? And you thought, well, let's tell them that. But they're not going to believe me. They're going to be like, no, we can do it anyway. But if I tell them there's a prophecy that says they can't do it, they're forbidden to do it, somebody else is eventually going to come along and do it, then I could be saving the life of the whole tribe. Who knows? What's happening right now? I can't talk to this motherfucker again? Guess not. Alright, what if I don't want to go to these ruins right now? Are you people going to get bajiggity with me because I'm not going to the ruins right away? Can I talk to all the other Surans? Shaman followers. They're all level 6. That's a hefty team of enemies there if I were to fight them. beefy, one might say. Nothing I can do with that wall. Yeah, beefy. That is a fuckload of spirits. Some people... Ooh. There's some beefy looking gentlemen as well. Fine, let's go destroy the spirits. Now I don't know how tough this is going to be. So I'm going to save again even though I just saved. I think I'll do some legitimate pre-buffing here. How close can I get to them? I'm going to go biofeedback, displacement, enhanced strength. Biofeedback, graft weapon. Biofeedback, displacement, enhanced strength. Okay. Good. Let's get to fucking work. We got level 6 shadows. Right, because remember I put the difficulty up to hard. Are you aghast at the number of spirits? Oh, Sun Gniff. Pulling the knocks. Oh, they're hard to hit. Oh god, they're shadows, so they're gonna do some kind of ability drain nonsense to us, aren't they? This could get really ugly. Because if they give us like permanent ability drain or ability damage or whatever they do, I can't remember exactly what they do in 2nd edition. You know, ordinarily you'd use like lesser restoration or something. I don't think they had lesser restoration in 2nd edition. I think they just had restoration. But I don't have a cleric. So I could get into a situation where... Although it doesn't seem to be happening yet, so maybe we're making saving throws? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Did you see those little glooby gloob effects? Paralyzed. Oh, if all they do is strength enhanced, displacement prop missile. If all they do is paralyze, I'm not super concerned. Apparently all they do is paralyze. They're not actually like removing stats. So that's fine. All misses from the Thrycreen, really? Of course, now we don't have Invicta in the fight. She's our biggest hitter. And she's... Of course, everybody's a pretty big hitter right now because they have enhanced strength on. So everybody in my team has a 24 strength right now. Why are you missing all the time? Although I think there's... Is there a mischance? Is that how it worked in 2nd edition? Was there a mischance? I know that's how it worked in 3rd edition. And I think how it works in 5th edition. Dude, the Thri-Kreen is sucking it up. And fucking... What's her name? Invicta is taking... Oh god, she has so many hit points, though. She's taken 60 points of damage, and she still has over 100 left. Because half-giants in Dark Sun get a ludicrous number of hit points. Like, a lot more than any other character. Because they're size large. You can check if you want. Yeah, check. That'd be cool. I am curious how shadows work in 2nd E. Well, they're not paralyzing the Thri-Kreen, so that's good. But the Thri-Kreen is... I don't think she's hit a single time in this entire fight. And normally she's a pretty reliable damage dealer. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe it's because she doesn't have a magic weapon. Maybe that's what happens when you don't have a magic weapon in this game and it's a creature that you need a magic weapon for. Maybe it just shows you endlessly missing because you can't hurt them without a magic weapon. Yeah, that makes sense. Tavani's the only person who doesn't have a magic weapon. And she's the only person who hasn't done any damage this whole fight. Yeah, see? It's because she doesn't have a magic weapon. Okay, I get it. So this is a pretty significant fight. I mean, we're not in real danger, exactly, but we're going to take a lot of... Oh, shit! My Thri-Kreen just went down. We're not in any real danger. A character gets killed. Well, not killed. Knocked out cold. She'll get back up after the fight. It'll be fine. But we've taken significant damage. And look at our PSPs. We've pretty much drained all of our PSPs from maintaining those buffs. So this fight really tapped us out. So changing it up to hard mode was, I think, a good idea, because now it's challenging. If I had left the difficulty where it was, we would have just walked over these things with no problem. We made it. We're in a bad way, though. Nobody has any PSPs, except for Invicta has a few, but she doesn't even have cell adjustment. And we got people on... Well, one person on real low hit points. But I don't think we have any lasting effects we have to worry about. No lasting effects. Everybody seems to be at the same stats they were at before. There's a very nice ring here, I think. L's ring. Oh yeah, L. Well, before we mess with L's ring, let's go back. Oh shit. Go back and talk to these Surins. Hopefully they don't demand the ring. Maybe they'll let me keep it because... If they count as invisible, there's a flat -4 to hit them. I don't think they count as invisible. I'm not sure. Only be hit by magical weapons. Okay. So we were hitting them pretty well with all the characters except for the one that doesn't have magical weapons. That makes sense. Alright, where the fuck is the shaman? Y'all look alike, not to be racist.
The prophecy has become legend. The old spirits failed us and you have destroyed them.
Wait a minute. Oh no, they're gonna attack us!
Your spirits will replace them, and we will honor you eternally.
My spirits ain't gonna replace shit. Alright, Rogue Shaman, you're done. You're just done. Alright, at least these things are weak, though. Oh god. Thrycreen's gonna go back down again in a second. As soon as she gets hit at all. Things are a lot more fun now that I put it on hard mode. Is anybody wounded here? That one's wounded and blind. That one's almost dead. There's no tax of opportunity in this. Yeah, they're doing some damage. They're actually dangerous. There's no concealment mischance like there is in 3E. Okay, I didn't think so, but I didn't remember for sure. Blinded that one with science. Paralyzed that one. Nice crit at the end there. Most spirit-type critters can go ethereal and then can only be fought if you attack into that plane. I see. Man, all those Cerns dead. And no treasure from them. Of course, I did get El's ring. Should I put it on? Or should I talk to the sage about it first? Here's what I think I'm going to do, since our characters are wrecked right now. Absolutely wrecked. We're going to leave this map. Yeah, between fighting those Surans and or fighting those spirits and then fighting the Surans, we got hurt there. Looks like the sage is still waiting for us right here. Let's see how the pathfinding is. Is this going to be some Temple of Elemental Evil level pathfinding? No, that pathfinding was okay. Yeah, I know. No doubt members of the Veiled Alliance would possess magic rings. What about this ring? The evil wizard El had a club foot. He wore this ring to give him greater dexterity in combat. Ooh. Really? Yeah, I know. Don't give me another fucking rod, right? Okay, he doesn't give me another rod. Good. You know who really needs some more dexterity is Invicta. She's only got 15, which is the max for a half-giant, which is why her AC is kind of worse than everyone else's. So we're gonna put this on her and see what happens. Dex 15. Dex 18! Her AC, she gains 3 points of AC from that. That is fucking glorious. Stampede time to do. Dude, Temple of Elemental Evil has the worst pathfinding I've ever seen. Did you see when I was streaming it? Nox, can you tell him how bad the pathfinding was? It was absurd. Dude, here's what it was like. If I was standing right here and I wanted to walk to here and I clicked here, in Temple of Elemental Evil, my character would go and then walk there. Alright, we need to rest. There's nowhere to rest on this map, so I guess it's teleport back to Quetzal time. Go around all the rest of the globe to get to the other side of the pasture. Sassy fucking hard. Don't do it. Okay. Goodbye. I don't think I have any loot to sell. No, not really. Now we'll teleport back. To the red sand area. I don't remember the pathfinding in the Infinity Engine games being super bad. Oh shit. Getting jumped. We got wizards. Level 9 mages. Defilers plus a whole lot of... Dude, hard mode. This is going to be a more... It would have been really good to pre-buff before this. Tavani. Tavani, you gotta take out one of these mages, man. Good. At least they have mage hit points. Oh, and we paralyzed that one. Good. We're not about to get blasted by a bunch of powerful ass spells. Good, we blinded that one. These ones have loot. That one's paralyzed. Nice. Should have just made a whole team of Thrycreen. They're mostly okay for pathing except in tight corridors, which BG1. Yeah, I do remember in like tight dungeons, it got problematic. I don't want any of that shit loot though. Not worth anything. I was hoping those wizards would have something good on them, but... More random monsters have spawned. Well, at least I'm glad that eventually monsters spawn on this map. Artiogs! What level are the Artiogs on this difficulty? Level 8. Okay. They have a respectable amount of hit points. Okay, that was pretty easy. We got some hard boys up this way. I don't know who they are.
Stop! No one is allowed in here!
Axe Bluff time. Your leader told us to enter. It is I, king of the whatever the fuck you are.
Why were you summoned?
I wonder if these are supposed to be Terex or something?
Our leaders never call for people to come here.
That's confidential.
You may not pass unless you tell us your business.
Let me in now.
You will not enter.
Okay. Megara. Alright. Well, here's the deal, Megara. We're about to fucking psionic up, so I hope you're ready for that, you scrubs. No, not cell adjustment. I lied. What did I just do? I don't know. Come on. Okay. Alright, they're pretty easy, actually. I don't know how hard they hit. Not as hard as us. Those cells love to be adjusted. The blinded one can't hit, of course. Alright. And just to verify, all of our sonic buffs did turn themselves off. Okay, good. I don't want to waste PSPs maintaining them when we don't need to. So here's a very interesting looking location. This looks friendly. I'm not going to go in there yet because I have yet to finish exploring the overworld map here. I don't know. Surely at some point I'm going to get a quest to go in there. Right? I think. Entrance to the Dark One's Cave in Quest for Glory 4? Really? Here's where I fought all the spirits. Some people feared them. Some people feared them. Some people cheered them. There's a couple dudes with names. Come back, dudes with names. Some people just wouldn't go near them, but I would. Hey guys, what's up? Here's Nanamdi, and I am Loman. Forget what he may say. He is quite mad, you see. The sun has baked his mind. I'm Sekaruna. How good to meet you. What are you doing here? Namdi and I live here. Why do you live here? Oh, we don't like the cities. They make fun of Namdi and treat me hardly any better. How can you live? It's so inhospitable. It's not so bad. We sell interesting rocks to merchant caravans and trap small animals for fresh meat. And of course, the Great Spire looks over us. What is the Great Spire? You jest! Everybody knows of the Great Spire. I really don't know about the Great Spire. You're serious? This is terrible. Here, follow me. It would be easier to just show you. How about instead, I don't do that. Alright, fine. Let's follow him. But you just... Oh, that thing. That is a whole lot less great than I was expecting. Oh, mighty spire, towering ruler of paradise. These poor souls have their vision clouded by evil. They are incapable of knowing your wonderment. Help them, I beg of you. A blissful smile spreads on Loman's face. Yes, yes, oh thank you, Great Spire. You see, friends, its might is beyond compare. Come, Namdi, we must find others to save from spiritual ignorance. Okay. Slow your roll, pal. Spire, spire, funeral pyre, twisting smoke, rising higher. Oh, Jesus. We got another crazy. What about you? I can't even talk to Nanamdi. He's just like... Wow. I don't think there's anything I can do with this spire. That trip barely gave you a chance to perspire. You know what? I want to try something. Ice crunch. What if I talk to him first?
The smell is of roses. They told me I was everything.
What the fuck do you know what a rose is?
Though I seen a farmer's dog bark at a burger.
Cool. Nice talking to you. I'm Sikaruna. Sun made Namdi mad. That's true. Sad, really. You see, the sun tells him things he doesn't want to hear. He used to be better, but now look at him. Why do you live here? How can you live? What is the Great Spire? I really don't know about the Great Spire. Alright, let's go to the Great Spire. They seem inspired by it. Oh, Nox. They're gonna go save some other people from spiritual ignorance. Alright, then they just went like full-on Crazo mode. Okay, from here, we can go, well, let's just see what else there is to find around here. It's a random tree. At least you didn't expire from that encounter. That's true. I don't think there's anything else here. I don't know if I want to go in that Megara place right now or not. We don't really have a reason to go in there. Then again, maybe there's never a reason to go in there. Maybe you just go in there because you feel like murdering some things. Fuck it, we're going in. Oh, I don't remember this place. This is like the actual inside of the creature, right? The big worm or whatever. I feel like it's possible to make peace with these things and make them your allies. I hope I didn't already fuck that up by murdering the ones outside. Then again, I could be completely wrong. It might not be possible to make peace with them. That one's neutral. He's not hostile, so... Okay, just a second. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to this guy. Oh, he's a slave. The slave cringes away from you. Where's your leader? He trembles, then points down the center of the worm. Why don't you speak? He opens his mouth and points. You see that he has no tongue. Okay, so some dodgy shit's going on here. Could you be more specific without a tongue? He bows his head and points down the center of the worm, then to the east. Could you lead me? He points toward his work and shakes his head frantically. Take me to your leader or die! Alright, goodbye. He seems relieved to see you go. He returns to his labors. I suspect they're all going to be the same in that regard. Into the doom mouth. Doom mouth. A lot of slaves. Working hard. How do I know which ones are not the slaves? Where's your leader? Slave looks at you questioningly. Where's your leader? I need aid. Slave points to the east and returns to his labors. Why are all of you working? Remember to floss? Slave pantomimes a whip, then a look of terror. Why don't you stop working? The slave looks puzzled. You get the feeling that's just not an option for them. Show me your leader, I'll try to help. He nods and points to the west. Thanks, I must be going. Slave turns away. Alright, let's go find this leader. Yeah, these working slaves all seem to have the same. Well, there's some fancy digs here. Somebody's living the good life up in here. There's a kitchen. Where are all of the, you know, guards or whatever? Oh, here they are. Probably.
Get back to work, or... Hey, what are you doing here? Only allies of Balcazar may pass!
It is I, Balcazar in disguise. I'm Sekaruna.
You're not allowed in here! Leave now before we're forced to take action!
Slave leaders.
What do you want now?
I must talk to Balcazar.
Wait here, and one of his minions will arrive to take you to him.
Better not be too long.
Good decision. Wait here, someone will be along soon.
Alright, I'm willing to wait. I don't want to slaughter all these people if I can possibly use them. I mean, blah blah blah, preserve life. Oh, fuck. That's not some ordinary... Oh, no. That's a Hezru, I think. It's a type of demon.
You are not allies of Balcazar. I can see through your feeble lie, and you will die for it.
Okay. This is gonna be a pretty serious battle, I think, on this difficulty. Oh, fuck. That dude's hit me for 16? Things are going really slow because there's a gang of dudes here. I might have needed to pre-buff for this. Nox Bluff failed. Alright, Sekaruna's gonna go biofeedback, displacement, enhanced strength. Invictus gonna go biofeedback, craft weapon. Divini's gonna go biofeedback, displacement, enhanced strength. Come on now. Come on now! Biofeedback, displacement, enhanced strength. I seek allies to help stop Draj.
We might consider an alliance with you. It is customary to share a drink of Magaran Molange with a potential ally. Here, drink this while we discuss the details.
I'm gonna pass on the melange, thanks.
Then we've got nothing to say.
Forget it, I'm leaving.
Good riddance.
I must talk to Balcazar. Alright. Better not be too long. So now we wait for the Hezru to show up. I think we're using a lot of PSPs up for this initial part. Maybe not. Alright, I think we need magical weapons to hurt this, so the Thrycreen's not gonna bother on the Hezru. But it's probably more dangerous than these other guys, so we're gonna fight it first. Dude, we've done a lot of damage to it, and it's still standing tall because it's built to last. Oh, not a Hezru, a Babao, that's right. I get the names of some of the demon types mixed up. I think a Hezru is more dangerous than this. This is a Babao, so it shouldn't be too bad. At least these slave leader guys are kind of easy. We paralyzed that one. Alright, we got that thing down. Good. Alright, I'm not concerned about this fight now. Paralyzed. We can ignore him for now. Oh, I can't get to... Okay, just... I should just wait. Blinded. See if I can paralyze or kill this one. Kill them. Good. Tavani with enhanced strength on is a fucking killing machine. 30 points. So all of our buffs are gone. We still have a few PSPs left. Does anybody desperately need some huge psionic heals? Thanks, cell adjustment. Okay, that's gonna have to do for now. I was hoping to do this peacefully. So far, the peacefully thing isn't working out. This is a multi-map location. Ooh, look at this shit.
Stop! Go no further! My power is limitless! You cannot defeat me! Do not continue, or you will be destroyed!
Yeah, the last level 20 wizard we met thought that shit too. Haven't seen this before. Looks fun. Hey, what's up, Gracie? Welcome. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I don't think I'll be destroyed, but... Oh, dude, this is like a full-on dungeon full of hostiles. I don't know if I want to be here right now. Yeah, everything here is immediately hostile. There's no... Oh, wait, that Babao is gray. I guess not everything's immediately hostile. Well, if I'm gonna have to literally just do a dungeon here... Ooh, those are rocks. A lot of treasure. I'm just gonna have to literally do a dungeon here. I want to go back and kind of fully explore the other map first that we just came from. Except you can't get back. I'm not sure there's going to be anything interesting around or anyone else I can talk to if it's all just going to be slaves. There's a chest right there, though. Arrows. Bone mace and a wooden bow. Okay. This rug game is on point. His wizardry might not be intimidating, but his interior design is to be reckoned with. So much rug. Another chest. With nothing in it. That's fine with me. Another chest. Another one with nothing in it. That's good. This basically turns one inventory slot into 6 inventory slots. Can't really go wrong. I came from this way, right? Yeah. Then I came over here, went through this room, went up here. Yeah, I already, this is all everything I just exactly did. Okay. Well, some grain here I could take, but I figure these slaves are living on this grain. And if I steal it, the slaves are just going to be the ones starving, so I'm going to leave that grain alone. Open the bags. Close the bags. Next gen gaming. We're almost at the point where, like, I've taken as many chests and stuff as I care to. Like, at some point I'm actually going to stop taking chests because we have so many of them. I mean, that's a lot of containers. That's a lot of containers. What am I talking about? I'm gonna take all the containers. A leather cloak. Leather belt. That club can go. So we got the slaves working. All of whom seem to be exactly the same. Trying to find like a slave leader type person who's gonna be like, hey, we're slaves and it sucks. They're really mean to us. Can you help us get free by killing the boss? And then I'll say, yeah, I'll help you. And then something along those lines will occur. I'm gonna help liberate this chest right now. Set it free. Wait, who are you? Worker.
What do you want?
Where's your leader?
The leaders are in the East Wardens. Why do you want them?
I want to form an alliance.
To find them in the East Wardens.
Can you take me to them?
No, I must not ruin my chances of transformation by displeasing Balcazar. I must work hard and be diligent.
Oh, he's turning them into something. Maybe demons. And that's their incentive, I guess, to keep working. Take another leather cloak. Oh, no, I guess I won't. Dry Queen can't wear a cloak. I'm gonna drop it. It's only worth 20. I'll take another leather belt. Club can go. Let me have one of these other empty chests. Just out of curiosity, if I put these in the chest, can I activate them right out of the chest? I can. Oh, great. That's convenient. Which means I can probably eat magical fruits right out of the chest and stuff, too. I should really keep my shit more organized. Instead of having items spread out randomly over a bunch of chests. I got so much random shit. This is where we're gonna put stuff that we intend to sell. Is on... Bekshara's lower chests. Alright. Yay, magical fruits. Better if we could get magical cheese. Tea bag. Okay, he says the same thing. Man, this place gives you a fuck ton of containers. You didn't already have a bunch. A fuckload. Oh, arrows. Okay, I'm gonna give those arrows to Bekshara. Boxing Day came early this year. And these items I'll send down here. He's gonna say the same thing? Yeah. God, another chest. What the shit? With all the chests they give you, inventory space is not an issue in this game. You still got to do a lot of inventory management, but having enough space for all your shit is not a problem. Because every one of these holds 6 things. And you can basically fill up your character's inventory with things that hold 6 other things. Organizing it all, though, becomes an intriguing challenge. Not really a challenge, that's not the right word. It becomes a thing that eats up a lot of time. And then remembering which containers you put every given thing in, so that you don't have to check every container when you're looking for a certain thing. We can't search the haystacks, can we? I remember the good old days in the slave pens when we could search the hay. Hay diving. Made Nox so happy. Look, another chest. These people are fucking serious about their storage in these caves. If only you could get a cank and wagon. That would be cool. We have a cank and wagon now at your game, don't we? We actually officially own both a cank and a wagon now, right? Or we don't have a cank, we have what, like a erdlu or crodlu or something? A crodlu, right. This is a lot of little rooms in this place. A lot of little rooms without much to do other than pick up containers. This guy's got 2 fucking bags in here. Are you serious? I am genuinely at the point very soon where I'm gonna literally stop picking up containers because I don't need to fill everybody's entire inventory up with containers. At some point you have enough. In fact, I think I'm at that point. No, I'm not. I can't stop taking containers. Yeah, if your inventory is full of containers, you literally won't be able to pick up any more. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to save at least a few spots on Seika here so she can actually pick up a few things. In fact, I'm going to take this chest, put it here. I'm going to take this bag, move it here. She literally has nothing but empty containers. I don't think he has anything. He might have, or she might have stuff in one container. Oh no, two. I'm gonna take that, put it here in place of this one. So now the Thri-Kreen has nothing but empty containers. Bekshara should have a few things that we're gonna sell. Oh, she might have a bag of fruit too. Okay, she's gonna take her bag of fruit, move it up here, give this empty bag back to her. Alright, so now I know that anything we're trying to sell is down here on Bekshara, starting in her lowest chests. There's nothing in Tavani's chest, there's nothing in Invictus' chests. Sekaruna has all of our actual items that we want to hold on to for now. Alright, so now everything we were actually carrying to keep is being contained in these 4 containers. These 5 containers. Anything else we're going to keep will go into her containers first. Anything else we want to sell will go into these containers first. And as we get more and more things building up and building up, they'll start filling up their containers. I don't think that's ever going to happen again, though, because it's only in the beginning of the game. Until you get outside to Dragian Fields, it's only in the beginning of the game that you go for a long time, picking up lots of loot without anybody to sell it to. Now, I can teleport back to Quetzal basically anytime I want, and sell shit. So probably we will never ever fill up these containers. There will never be a time when we have so much shit that we fill all these containers up. So at this point, I really definitely do not need to pick up any more containers. I'm going to save though, so that I don't have to do any of that inventory management again. Basically, I'm at container cap. Not really, but... See, here's a bag. That's not a bag. That's just a graphic of something. Putting the box into DOS box. Music sort of reminds me of a low-key version of the prehistoric theme from Chrono Trigger. I don't remember what that sounds like. That awkward moment when you accidentally click on the NPC with the arrow icon instead of the talk icon selected, and you start a giant battle with a bunch of people that you meant to be friends with. Yup. It happened to me more than once back in the day. I'd like to think I'm a little more proficient with computers now, so that won't happen, but as soon as I say that, you know it's gonna happen. So now instead of taking the chest, I can just look in the chest and see I don't want any of that shit. Oh, here's the person I was looking for. The one NPC you can roleplay with, basically, on this map. To any meaningful degree.
I sense a presence. You are a traveler. Perhaps you are the one that I have seen in my dreams. Greetings to you, then. I am the blind one. I address you telepathically because my tongue was cut out when I was made a slave.
What is going on here?
The one who controls all these slaves is Balcazar, a defiler who lives deep in the caverns. It is there that he summons horrible creatures and makes sacrifices to his dark masters. We serve Balcazar, and his minions see to it that we never revolt.
The Spartacus of these slaves, or perhaps the Onimaeus? Yeah.
That is what is going on here. If you are here to put an end to his reign, know that you will do it alone.
How do I get to Balcazar?
Balcazar resides in the school, which is to the east. Beware, for he has many minions and will not be pleased if you interrupt his sacrifices. Before you get to him, however, you must pass the leaders of these caverns, Balcazar's zealots.
Balthazar is sacrificing the slaves?
Yes, sadly this is true. His evil minions must be appeased to enter this plane. He has started a philosophy that he calls transformation, in which a slave who works well and is not disobedient can rise to a new level of being. In reality, he is sacrificing them to summon Babao and Vrock.
Soylent Green is made of Megara. Why don't you tell the slaves the truth?
I did. That is how I lost my eyes. I was made an example of one who did not believe in transformation. The slaves work even harder now. They think they will be struck blind if they doubt it.
That's fucked up. Remember, as Chevrolet taught us in their little movie yesterday, encourage every man, every day. As Nox can tell you, defilers are nasty in our game. I can't wait. Can't wait to meet some defilers. What kind of minions does Balcazar have?
Balcazar has summoned Babao and Vrock from the darker planes. They are bound to do his bidding and do not hesitate to kill on his behalf. Balcazar uses them to guard the temple and school. The slaves are so frightened of them that the very mention of Babao or Vrock is enough to keep them working.
He could have been the creator of a thriving box industry, right? Who guards the slaves, then?
Slaves that are now zealots of Balcazar. They are the so-called leaders.
I already killed them.
He has turned them against their kind, and they are quick to call in the Babao. We need to intimidate the other slaves. They spend all of their time in their quarters. Where are these leaders? The leaders reside in their quarters to the east. They live in luxury compared to us. Balcazar has them on his leash, and he treats them well. I feel sorry for them in a way. They are the next candidates for sacrifice.
That doesn't seem like a smart idea. I mean, you've got your zealots, you've given them some training, you've given them a position, they're actually loyal working for you in like middle management positions. Then you've just got rando slaves who are basically fungible assets. Why would you sacrifice the people that you've already invested into and turned into valuable assets rather than just sacrificing the fucking rando, nobodies that you don't care about? Learn to cult, Balcazar. I mean, sure, you sacrifice one of the leaders every once in a while just to keep the other ones, on the up and up. Make sure they understand how important it is that they stay extremely diligent to their tasks. I will go and talk to the leaders, if indeed they're not already dead by my hand.
A word of advice. If you are going to approach the leaders, the best way is to make yourselves look important. Do not ask about Balcazar, but use his name threateningly, and claim you were there to see him. Even the leaders fear Balcazar.
Yeah, that worked out well. They're like, no problem, we'll go get a guy to take you to him. And then the guy was like, die! And then they attacked me. Can you give me any other advice?
In my dreams, I see the temple, a place where salvation and damnation go hand in hand. I suggest that you explore it. After you pass the leaders, head to the south. There you will find the entrance to the temple. Perhaps you can find aid for your quest there.
Ah, that's how I was gonna do it anyway. I was gonna go south first, but I'm glad I've got like the official, like nod from the game to do it that way. Blind one. Can you give me any aid?
No slave will risk the wrath of Balcazar, and even though I could convince them to help you, I will not. Too much of our blood has already stained the floors. You must fight for us.
See, at this point, I should be fucking doing the hard negotiation on this guy. Be like, look, we've kind of got to fight Draj pretty soon. So how about I kill your fucking evil overlord and his demons, setting you all free, and you agree to fight Draj with me. Instead, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, I don't want any of that shit. The filers do indeed be crazy. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Like I said before, this game does have some catchy tunes in it, but the music, I feel, almost in every instance in the game, is woefully inadequate for conveying the theme and tone and mood of the scene in which it is playing, or even that of the world itself. The music is always kind of chirpy and upbeat, even when you're in the places where everything is horrible. I think I've explored everything here. I don't think I explored that room. Yeah, I would have taken these arrows and that bow. And that mace. This music made me think these guys are happily working on like a jauntier version of Santa's elves. Alright, so we're gonna go through here. This is where we killed the leaders. This leads over to where Assholio lives. This leads to the temple. I think Nox has gone sleepy cow. Cows, cheese, pillars, hay. If none of those get a reaction from him, then yeah, he's gone. Well, I think this is where we're going to stop for tonight before we head into the Temple of whatever. So, thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Dark Sun Shattered Lands.